For nearly 2 decades, one question has traveled through school playgrounds, tea stalls, television studios, stadium seats, hostel rooms, barber shops, internet comment sections, and late-night football debates across the world. Who is the best footballer in the world, Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo? It is a question that seems simple, but it carries emotion, memory, loyalty, statistics, style, history, and personal philosophy. Some answer immediately, Messi. Others reply without hesitation, Ronaldo. Yet the deeper one thinks about it, the more complicated the answer becomes, because football is not judged only by numbers. It is judged by feeling, by influence, by unforgettable moments, and by the way a player changes the imagination of millions. To understand why this debate has lasted so long, imagine a story, not just about two footballers, but about two completely different journeys that somehow reached the same mountain peak. Two boys, two different worlds. Many years ago, in two different parts of the world, two boys were growing up with dreams larger than their surroundings. One boy lived in Rosario, a city in Argentina where football was part of daily life. His name was Lionel Messi. He was quiet, small, shy, and often looked physically weaker than the other boys around him. But when the ball came to his feet, something changed. The field became his language. The other boy lived on the island of Madeira, in Portugal. His name was Cristiano Ronaldo. He grew up in a modest family too, but his personality was different. He was energetic, expressive, ambitious, and highly competitive. Even as a child, he did not simply want to play well, he wanted to prove himself. At that moment, no one could imagine that these two boys would one day dominate world football for nearly 20 years and divide the world into two passionate camps. Messi, the silent artist. Messi's early life was not easy. He was diagnosed with growth hormone deficiency, a medical condition that threatened not only his physical development but also his football future. Treatment was expensive, and his family faced uncertainty. For many children, such a challenge might have ended the dream. But Messi's family believed in him. At 13, he moved to Barcelona to join FC Barcelona, leaving behind familiar streets, friends, and language. Imagine a young boy arriving in a foreign country, physically smaller than others, emotionally quiet, carrying both hope and pressure. He did not arrive with noise. He arrived with skill. At the academy, coaches quickly understood they were seeing something rare. Messi did not dribble to impress, he dribbled because his body naturally solved football problems through movement. The ball stayed so close to his feet that defenders looked confused, as if they were chasing a shadow that refused to separate from him. When he entered professional football, fans noticed something unusual. He did not seem afraid. Even against experienced defenders, Messi moved like someone who had already imagined every possibility before touching the ball. Ronaldo, the builder of himself. Cristiano Ronaldo's journey was shaped differently. He moved from Madeira to Lisbon at a young age to join Sporting CP. That move required courage because he left family behind while still emotionally young. Unlike Messi, Ronaldo's greatness did not initially appear as natural mystery. His greatness looked like determination in progress. He trained obsessively. He repeated movements. He improved body strength. He worked until talent became weaponized through discipline. When Sir Alex Ferguson saw Ronaldo play and brought him to Manchester United FC, a new chapter began. In England, Ronaldo was talented but raw. He had speed, tricks, and confidence, but not yet complete efficiency. Critics sometimes said he used too many skills without enough purpose. But Ronaldo transformed. That transformation became one of the most important stories in sports history. He did not simply remain gifted, he rebuilt himself season after season. The first time the world truly noticed. As years passed, both players grew stronger. Messi at Barcelona became central to a system built around intelligence and short passing. Ronaldo at Manchester United became a machine of power, speed, and direct attack. Then came a period when the football world realized this was no ordinary generation. Every season, one produced something extraordinary. Then the other responded. Messi scored impossible solo goals. Ronaldo answered with impossible long-range strikes. Messi danced through defenders. Ronaldo flew above defenders. Messi created moments that looked like art. Ronaldo created moments that looked like force meeting perfection. The debate had begun. Two different types of greatness. If football were a language, Messi and Ronaldo would speak it differently. Messi's football language. Messi plays like a sentence flowing naturally. He moves through space without wasted action. His dribbling looks effortless because he changes direction before defenders react. He often appears calm even in dangerous situations. His genius lies in anticipation. He sees passing lines early. He understands where defenders will move before they move. Sometimes watching Messi feels less like watching effort and more like watching intuition become visible. Ronaldo's football language. Ronaldo plays like an exclamation mark. His football often arrives with force. He accelerates suddenly. He jumps beyond expected human height. He shoots from angles others avoid. He attacks with visible hunger. His game carries personality in every movement. Where Messi often appears naturally flowing, Ronaldo often appears deliberately conquering. Neither style is superior in absolute terms. They simply represent two forms of excellence. The Madrid-Barcelona years, football's greatest theater. The rivalry reached historic intensity when Ronaldo joined Real Madrid CF. Now both players were in Spain. Now both wore rival colors. Now every match between Barcelona and Real Madrid felt larger than sport. El Clasico became global drama. Fans across continents waited for those nights. In homes, cafes, hostels, and sports bars, people prepared emotionally because they knew something unforgettable might happen. Sometimes Messi scored and silenced stadiums. Sometimes Ronaldo celebrated with fierce confidence. One week Messi led headlines. The next week Ronaldo reclaimed them. The rivalry became almost literary, two giants refusing to disappear while standing in each other's light. Statistics that changed football history. Normally, football legends dominate for a few years. But Messi and Ronaldo broke normal standards. Season after season, 40 goals became ordinary, 50 goals became expected, 60 goals became possible. What once seemed impossible became annual routine. Messi broke scoring records in Spain. Ronaldo broke scoring records in Europe. Messi created assists while scoring heavily. Ronaldo dominated knockout football with relentless efficiency. Their consistency changed expectations for all future stars. Young players now enter football under impossible comparisons because these two men made greatness look normal. Champions League nights. European nights revealed their deepest strength. For Messi, certain nights became poetry. A dribble through multiple defenders. A delicate finish under pressure. A sudden pass splitting impossible lines. For Ronaldo, Champions League became battlefield territory. He scored headers under pressure. Late goals. Knockout hat tricks. Moments when teams feared him before kickoff. There were nights when Ronaldo seemed built specifically for pressure. There were nights when Messi seemed untouched by pressure. Both repeatedly altered elite matches when stakes were highest. National team burden. Club football made them legends. International football tested their emotional endurance. Messi carried Argentina's historical weight. In Argentina, comparisons with Diego Maradona never stopped. Each tournament became more than football, it became identity. Messi lost finals. He faced criticism. At times, people unfairly questioned his patriotism simply because pain demanded blame. But he continued. Eventually, he won the 2021 Copa America. Then came the greatest reward, the 2022 FIFA World Cup. When Messi lifted that trophy, many people felt they were witnessing a completed story. Ronaldo and Portugal's dream. Ronaldo's international pressure was different but equally intense. Portugal had talent, but historically not the same football myth as Argentina. Ronaldo became national expectation itself. He carried not only attack but belief. In UEFA Euro 2016, Portugal won its first major international trophy. Even though Ronaldo left the final injured, his emotional leadership from the sidelines became unforgettable. That image, standing, shouting, guiding teammates, showed another side of him. He was not only scorer. He was emotional force, personality. Why fans choose differently. Many people choose Messi or Ronaldo not only because of football but because of personality. Why people choose Messi? They admire humility, silence, simplicity, natural genius. Messi often appears private and calm. He rarely creates public drama. He allows football to speak. Why people choose Ronaldo? They admire confidence, visible ambition, leadership energy, relentless self-belief. Ronaldo often speaks openly about goals and standards. He projects intensity. Some see arrogance, others see courage. In truth, both personalities reflect different ways of surviving elite pressure. The human side of the debate. A boy in one country may choose Ronaldo because he admires discipline. Another child elsewhere may choose Messi because he sees beauty in subtlety. One fan values athletic construction. Another values natural elegance. One says, Ronaldo built himself. Another says, Messi was born extraordinary. But both statements are incomplete. Messi also trained relentlessly. Ronaldo also possessed enormous natural talent. The world often simplifies what is actually complex. So who is the best? The answer depends on what one means by best. If best means pure natural football creativity, many choose Messi. If best means physical transformation, mental discipline, and complete goal machine consistency, many choose Ronaldo. If best means overall football artistry plus playmaking, Messi gains advantage. If best means athletic longevity across multiple leagues, Ronaldo gains strong argument. This is why the debate survives. Because both arguments have strength. A story from an evening match. Imagine two old friends sitting beside a television in a small room during a football discussion. One says, Messi touches the ball and football becomes art. The other replies, Ronaldo enters the box and defenders panic. The first says, Messi does what nobody imagines. The second answers, Ronaldo scores what nobody believes. They argue, laugh, compare goals, remember finals, remember celebrations, remember heartbreaks. At the end, neither fully changes opinion. But both smile because they know something important. They lived in the era of both. That itself is rare. Why this rivalry may never happen again. Football has had great rivalries before, but rarely two players dominating the same period so completely. For over 15 years, they won major awards repeatedly. They broke records continuously. They carried clubs and nations. They maintained impossible standards. Most players decline early. They did not. Their rivalry became history while still happening. Final reflection. So who is the best footballer in the world, Ronaldo or Messi? Perhaps football itself refuses a final answer because each represents a different kind of greatness. Messi teaches that genius can be quiet. Ronaldo teaches that greatness can be built through will. Messi glides. Ronaldo attacks. Messi creates magic from calm. Ronaldo creates impact from force. One looks like music. The other looks like thunder. And perhaps the most honest answer is this. Football became richer because both existed at the same time. Without Messi, football loses poetry. Without Ronaldo, football loses fire. Without both, an entire generation loses its greatest debate. That is why even today, in classrooms, hostels, stadiums, buses, and midnight conversations, the question remains alive. Messi or Ronaldo? And maybe the beauty is that the world still cannot stop asking.